You managed to kill just about everyone else, but like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target.
Paramount Plus pops. That's right, my friends. I'm back at it with another Paramount Plus Star Trek adjacent video here based on some news that was sent out to us this morning via email. Paramount Plus is officially in the process of raising their subscription price by $1 per month. It will apply July 27th, blah, 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 blah. Now, first and foremost, I do just want to say this wasn't coming out of nowhere. This was released back in May that it was going to happen. It's just, in my opinion, the most tone-deaf and idiotic time for them to mention this, because just yesterday, June 26th, here in the United States, this happened. And if you don't know what this is, well, this is the Paramount Plus app, Star Trek Prodigy. Uh-oh, we couldn't find it. What could have possibly gone wrong? Well, you removed it from your site. That's what happened. So now it is officially confirmed. Star Trek is no longer an unfractured franchise. They just got back the J.J. Abrams movies, and now Star Trek Prodigy is missing from this service, which in essence means it's a fractured franchise. We still don't have much news on where Prodigy is going to go. They did mention that they're going to go and allow them to finish the amount of post-production they have left. Not sure how much that is, but in essence, it is a finished show. Prodigy Season 2 will be completed. Whether or not it's going to find a new home, that is yet to be seen. A lot of people are speculating Amazon might be a good home for it. I'm personally, and this is just based on circumstantial evidence, I'm personally thinking it may end up at Netflix, and that's specifically because the creatives behind Prodigy, the Hageman brothers, or however you pronounce that, are already involved in a relationship with Netflix for their whole Troll Hunter series. Coupling that with the fact that Star Trek Prodigy pretty heavily features Star Trek Voyager characters, themes, and settings, and when Netflix US had Star Trek, Voyager was their most streamed Star Trek show, so I could see both of those things adding a little fuel to the fire that they may want to at least gobble up the show, especially since that Season 2 is going to be completed and dropped on their doorstep. Now, here's the problem I could see if Netflix does pick this up, and heck, even if anyone picks it up, Season 2 will be the end, because I don't necessarily think that anyone will continue it going forward, especially not Netflix, who is notorious for kicking things to the curb after 1 or 2 seasons of high marks without wanting to spend that extra budget. Also, I'm sure that Paramount isn't going to want another place kind of fracturing that universe and taking characters and ideas and stuff away from them, so there would probably be another embargo on certain things. So it just creates a whole mess that is possibly something they didn't really have to go through by keeping this on Paramount Plus to begin with. I know they're doing it for, as something I'm going to show here now indicates, whoopsie, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I'm new to this whole trying to show things as I actually go. So the change.org petition, up to 17,069 signatures. It may be a little higher. I haven't refreshed this in a little bit. So if you do want to sign this, I will put it in the link. I've also made a community post about it and things like that. This says here that Paramount Plus have announced the cancellation of Star Trek Prodigy, and it's going to be removed from their streaming platform in the coming days. When they say the coming days, by the way, this information was released on Friday. It was already off the site, at least in the US, yesterday, Monday the 26th, which means they gave people one weekend maybe of leeway to go ahead and watch the entire show. They're doing it for the most part because it's a tax write-off, and that seems misguided to me. Now, sure, it may not have generated the money that they wanted to. However, out of all the Star Trek series that they were producing, this one has a spin-off game that's on the market. So Star Trek Prodigy also has that possible income coming in from that game. I haven't played it. I've heard it's a very child-oriented game, so it may not be up my alley, but at this point, now I kind of want to check it out and just see what it's all about. And they also have a physical media release. The problem being, that media release only features the first 10 episodes, the first half of that first season. So for all intents and purposes, as of right now, you cannot legally have Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 to fully watch. You could watch the first half of the series. I guess maybe if you had DVR'd it or something, that would technically be legal. However, without a second half of the season release, without a physical drop of all of season 1 without another streaming home. This is, for all intents and purposes right now, lost media, I guess you could say. Now, we live in a digital age. I'm sure there's hundreds and thousands of people out there that have digital copies of it, so it's not like it will never see the light of day again, but it isn't currently able to be viewed in a legal manner the entire way through. And if somebody else does pick it up, who knows what's going to happen with those distribution rights? Are they going to have the ability to put it out on DVD or Blu-ray? Are they going to be able to produce any more of the show? What's going to go on with that? So there's a lot of things going on right now, and I do want to point out it is being reported that the physical media Blu-ray sales have been selling out for the most part wherever people can find them, but as I said, it's not the complete series, so it's going to end on that cliffhanger, that mid-season cliffhanger, and in my opinion, the second half of the season is where things got even better, so that's also not great. I know a lot of people who hadn't gotten around to watching this yet now aren't going to have that ability until it lands somewhere else, so hopefully whoever picks this up will do a good job of doing the promotion for it, or even if they don't do a good job doing the promotion for it, at least it lands in a home that might be, dare I say, bigger and more well-known than Paramount Plus. Maybe it'll get more eyes on it and draw more attention to it. I don't know. I have to imagine the people that are watching this are already Star Trek fans, so is it going to inevitably pick up more children wherever it lands? I don't know, but I have to imagine it may pick up more Star Trek fans elsewhere who hadn't given it the time of day yet. And I don't want to praise Paramount too much here, but this whole debacle may end up giving Star Trek Prodigy more viewers, more eyes on the program than originally came to it when it was first released. I mean, I know people have a problem with animation to begin with, and especially if they viewed this as a children's show, so maybe with all of this news swirling around it, if someone picks it up fairly quickly, that will draw more attention. And the thing that really gets me is it's a completed season 2. And I say completed, it's not necessarily completed. However, Paramount is allowing them to complete it. They're going to allow them to finish editing and all that stuff, which for all intents and purposes, I've said too many times in this video. However, that means it is a finished show. So whoever gets it is going to get a finished 2-season show that they're able to put on their platform. And that's key right now, especially if this writer's strike keeps going on. That is completed content that they're able to slot in when or if a period of time comes that no new content is available because of the writer's strike, which is another reason that I thought it was kind of idiotic for Paramount to get rid of this when they had a completed show in an era when content is going to become slim or unavailable because of the writer's strike. I mean, why not hold off for a little while longer? I don't know how these tax write-off things work, but it's the middle of the year. Couldn't they have waited until December 31st to declare this? Again, I'm not a legal person. I don't know how that works, but it seems like they had a few month leeway here to see how bad things truly get with a writer's strike. And then if need be, you know what? We've got this, I don't know how long it is, let's say 20 episode season 2. We have 20 weeks of programming, new programming to put on our platform, even if it doesn't necessarily draw the numbers they were hoping for. It's actually freaking content. I don't know. I'm still salty about this. So I figured I'd just do a little update video on what's going on with Paramount, what's going on with Prodigy. I can't imagine we're going to get an announcement on a new home anytime soon. However, quicker things have happened. When Brooklyn Nine-Nine was canceled all those years ago, that was picked up, like 2 days after it was canceled by another network. So maybe if somebody does have the drive and the ambition to see something in this, particularly maybe Netflix, where they already have the inroads with the people working on this show, and they may want to get their foot in the door on potentially getting more Star Trek back on their services, because I have to imagine losing Star Trek to Paramount Plus was sort of a big blow to Netflix, because that was a well-streamed and well-watched series on that platform. I have some friends in the UK, and it is still high up there on the streaming charts on UK Netflix. So maybe if they buy this back, if they get the rights back to this, that is opening that door a little bit to getting Star Trek back on their platform. If, knock on wood, Paramount Plus does die eventually, maybe they can get all of Star Trek back and go forward that way. Again, I don't want to be all doom and gloom right here, but it seems incredibly tone deaf that Paramount Plus decided today of all days to say, you know what, we're charging you more after we've taken away content you actually wanted to watch. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Duncan, if you're out there and you want Wingrace to run on Duncan, I mean, I'm up for a sponsorship. Alternatively, Celsius, if you're watching and you want to support the channel, feel free. All those fancy YouTube things, find them down below. I'll share the link to the petition. I'll share a link to my coffee account. And yeah, just tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, do all those things. This is kind of an off-the-cuff video, so I don't really know how to end it. But until next time, computer and program.